We're going to talk about animated, best action, and I think, and best comedy, I think. Yeah, we're going to try to run these down here quick. So we'll go through best animated. No big surprises here. The nominees for best animated feature: Big Hero 6, Book of Life, The Boxtrolls, How to Train Your Dragon 2, and Lego Movie. I love this year in animated film. Love this. My favorite year in animated film. When you talk about the number of films, we have 5, I think, excellent animated films. And I can't remember a year where I could say that before. I love all of these films. Yeah, maybe save Book of Life. I enjoyed Book of Life. I didn't think it was all that great. And I change my mind every day. Today I'm saying Lego Movie. But I could easily, you can catch me on a day where I could say How to Train Your Dragon 2. You can catch me on a day where I say Big Hero 6 or Boxtrolls. Boxtrolls may be down closer to the bottom of that, but I'm going to go with Lego Movie. What about you guys?
Boxtrolls. Boxtrolls to me was the biggest achievement out of all these movies because the way that they filmed it. Like, I feel that movie should make $500 million because they took so much time to do all that stuff, all that, what is it, claymation or like the puppetry, all that,
like stop motion animation.
It's incredible what they were able to do, but I think the movie that moved me the most and surprised me the most was the Lego Movie. Now, maybe that's me walking into Big Hero 6 and saying, well, of course, this is going to be great. Lego Movie was a bit more of a shock to me, so I give it to Lego Movie ever so slightly over Big Hero 6 and Boxtrolls.
I think it's two-horse race, and I think it's between How to Train Your Dragon 2 and the Lego Movie. And I'm with you. Today, I'm How to Train Your Dragon 2. Tomorrow, I could be Lego. Right now, How to Train Your Dragon 2 just moved me more even so than the first one. I loved that movie. I loved watching it. Also, would have liked to seen that nominated for visual effects as well. But yeah, and Big Hero 6, number 3.
Yeah, I'm a flip-flopper too. Like I was saying Big Hero 6 like 3 weeks ago, but then the more I thought about even my decision back then, I was like, Lego Movie really, I mean, it did have a really good villain, and Big Hero 6 didn't. Right. So now I'm flip-flopping today, I'm on Lego Movie, and I didn't like the second How to Train Your Dragon. That's, for me, that was like, it's like dogs or cats, you know what I mean? But,
all right, let's move this into action movie now. An interesting category that they have at the Broadcast Film Critics Society. Best action film, 5 real good ones. American Sniper, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Edge of Tomorrow, Fury, Guardians of the Galaxy. These are 5 very different films. Yeah. 5 very, very different films. I'm personally going to go Edge of Tomorrow. Everybody knows how much I like Guardians of the Galaxy more than I like Edge of Tomorrow, but if we're just talking about this category, just pure action, I thought Edge of Tomorrow was fantastic. So for me, it's going to be Edge of Tomorrow. Mark?
Yeah, I got to go Edge of Tomorrow as well. And I'm a little shocked to not see, I thought maybe X-Men, if that counts as an action movie.
Sure,
or
yeah.
if Apes counts as an action movie. I'm not sure why those films aren't on this list.
Not as much action in those ones as like, say...
Apes is really character-driven.
Yeah, you're right. It's more of a... that's why I actually wanted to see it nominated for just best movie overall. Yeah. But I think that I would have taken X-Men a little bit over Captain America too. But I liked all these movies, and it is it's a cool variety. I think maybe American Sniper's on there, which I really enjoyed. I think it might be on there just as a, hey, here you go, Clint Eastwood, thanks for playing. I think that I would have to go with Edge of Tomorrow too. It's just, and a little bit of that is just how shocking it was that it was so good, because when it came out, it looked like, oh, okay, here's another Oblivion, and it so wasn't that, and it was so inventive and original, and it's got Tom Cruise in it. That doesn't hurt.
What do you guys think?
I'm going to go with Raid 2. The reason I think Raid 2... Oh, wait, that's not on the list. Why? Raid 2 is the best action film, period, of the year, but it's not on the list, so I'm going to go with the second best action film for me, Captain America, Winter Soldier.
So good.
So much fun to see that, like, being a super comic book freak fan, loving Captain America.
And great action.
Every single set piece... it just topped itself. Fury and the car chase with Fury.
So good.
Every time he met the Winter Soldier, just elevated. Once Falcon's in the mix. So much fun, amazing superhero action. If you cut out the superhero stuff, still just incredibly well choreographed.
You sold me. I changed my vote. You just sold me. You sold me on it. I changed my vote. Anyway, Christian.
I'm also going with the Raid 2. I'm right here. It's Captain America and Edge of Tomorrow. If you're going to put a little bit more story... Captain America just by a little bit, but I loved Edge of Tomorrow, and it was like an adrenaline rush the whole way through. So if it's just pure action, just going on action, I'd go Edge of Tomorrow
How about the last 20 minutes of Godzilla? Can that get nominated?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I was going to have us talk about best. They have categories for best actor in an action movie. They have a category for best actress in an action movie, but we just do not have time. We're running out, so we're going to jump right now to best comedy. Best comedy. The nominees, 5 nominees, and they are Birdman, The Grand Budapest Hotel, St. Vincent, Top 5, and 22 Jump Street. Where the hell is Neighbors?
Yeah, right.
I'm okay with it being.
I'm not okay with them having. I think St. Vincent gets a lot of love because in this town you are supposed to say, the rule is anything Bill Murray's in, you are supposed to automatically say is great. St. Vincent is not great, all right? And I love Bill Murray. I love him. But it's not a great comedy. I would bump St. Vincent. I would put Neighbors in there. But if we're going to go pure comedy for me, and that's the category, comedy. The one that made me laugh the most this year is 22 Jump Street. I laughed myself sick at that movie. So I'm going to go with that. Although a late runner for me would be Top 5 as well, which I thought was real funny. And overall, I think a better movie overall than 22 Jump Street. But if we're going to, it depends how you decide to interpret it. I'd interpret it as what made me laugh hardest and longest. And I got to say, 22 Jump Street got me on that.
Can I just say, why is Birdman in there? That's just so weird.
I don't know. I thought that at first, but I did laugh a lot in it.
It's like real realistic comedy. It's not like funny comedy. I mean, it's just a weird thing to put it in as a comedy.
I mean,
It's a dramedy.
Yeah, it's a dramedy. Yeah, but there are a lot of times when you do laugh in that. I don't know that it would be. I don't know why it needs to be nominated because if it wasn't being considered for any other award, then yeah, go ahead and throw it a bone.
Right.
But it's being considered as one of the great films of the year,
Right.
so you can shoehorn something else like a Neighbors in there. For me, this is a 2-horse race between Top 5 and 22 Jump Street.
Yeah.
I've never really been a big Wes Anderson fan. Not really. I don't like the cut of his jib, so to speak. So I didn't see the Grand Budapest Hotel. But for me, I would go with Top 5 over 22 Jump Street simply because Top 5 had such a good story that it was telling in addition to all the comedy that made me hurt from laughing. 22 Jump Street was a great satire. It turns into a spoof for a lot of the movie, which I loved. But I think if you're going to give an award to a movie, I'd throw it to Top 5 over 22 Jump Street.
I'm also between Top 5 and 22 Jump Street, but I'm going 22 Jump Street just because as far as consistency in the laughs and the chemistry and the acting was a bit better in 22 Jump Street because they'd been there, done that before, and they played off of that. And there was that one scene with Ice Cube and Jonah Hill.
Yes.
And in the Office. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but
and Channing Tatum.
And Channing Tatum made
The
that
realization
entire
of
scene.
that scene,
That's the best moment for me of the whole year.
That's what I mean.
Funniest
Do
moment.
they have a
of the
light
year.
bulb sound as well?
Yeah, that was the one.
And then his reaction.
That particular scene, but Top 5 came out of nowhere, and
So good.
But right underneath 22 Jump Street.
For me, I'm just going to say I didn't see Top 5, so I have to go with 22 Jump Street until I see Top 5. Then I might change.
Yeah.
it.
All right, you know what, folks, we're running a little bit late, so we just don't have time to get to the mailbag questions today. My deepest apologies for that. But I'm going to take just a minute here, and we will just look quickly at those actors and actresses. We'll just run down through this quick. The nominees for Best Actor in an Action Movie were Bradley Cooper for American Sniper, Tom Cruise, Edge of Tomorrow, Chris Evans in Captain America: Winter Soldier, and Chris Pratt in Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know.
That is a tough category.
Pratt's going
don't
to get it, though.
know.
I bet you
Pratt?
I bet you he gets it.
Pratt,
He's got a lot of momentum.
Evans, Cruise. We got 4 nominees. This is a 4-horse race.
Yeah.
I could give it to any of them.
You know what's weird is that I shaved off Meryl Streep in her category. I'm shaving off Tom Cruise in this one.
Really? I thought he was great in this movie.
He was great. He was
I'm
fantastic.
unshaving you.
I'm shaving you.
This is my John Schnepp. This is my representation of John Schnepp. He's a flip flopper on the category of animated
I
film.
flip flop.
And Brad Pitt was also nominated for Fury, by the way. And he was also
that.
great. He was great in that. I don't really consider Fury an action
I don't
film,
either.
though.
Another drama.
But just quickly run down Best Actress in an Action Movie. Emily Blunt, Edge of Tomorrow, Scarlett Johansson in Lucy, Jennifer Lawrence in The Hunger Games: Mockingjay Part 1, Zoe Saldana in Guardians of the Galaxy, Shailene Woodley in Divergent. This is Emily Blunt's
Emily Blunt
award.
all the way.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, if this was an Oscar category too, which it's not, and it probably shouldn't be, it would also this is an automatic, right?
Did she turn into the internet at the end of the movie like another one? No, yeah, you got to Emily Blunt.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.